Step one of this food plot really just started with laying this thing out, knowing what we wanted, knowing where we wanted to plant this food plot, what we wanted to, and just laying this thing out. And then once we had a good layout, we came in here with a tractor to get stuff done. After we kind of mowed this thing down, got a good picture of what it was going to look like, we came in here with manure and lime to get the pH up. Around all of our land is very acidic soil, and so we really needed to boost our pH if we really wanted to have a good food plot, and to plant a food plot that is going to grow and have deer that want to come and eat out of it and all that kind of thing. We started putting manure in, started slowly spreading it. We finally got it to where we were like, okay, this is looking good. And then I went and we got 400 pounds of lime to spread on this thing. This food plot's probably about half an acre, between a quarter and a half an acre, but it's tucked back perfectly in the woods. It's tucked back kind of in the middle of the bedding area, but really close to our other big food plot and near our pond. So it's kind of a perfect little location for a food plot because it was already wide open. It just didn't have food. It was basically already one of their main travel corridors, but now we have food in here and they're just going to use it all the more. Another thing that I did to enhance this food plot was I cut down trees and did hinge cutting. I don't have a chainsaw, so I did a lot of it with a hand saw, but what hinge cutting will do is it will give food because all the leaves are very close to the ground, easy for those deer to get, and two, it'll create cover, and that cover almost creates a pinch, so you can kind of force the deer to come into the food plot where you want them to, and that's really good for setting up your stand and where you want to hunt, because now you have a pinch point and you're forcing them to come through right in front of your stand, or at least close to where you're going to get a shot out of that stand. Once I did that, I kind of realized this is starting to look good. I'm getting a lot more sunlight into this food plot, and it's really starting to look good. I got the tree down, almost died in the process, but hey, it's down. Once I got these trees down, I realized I have a lot more sunlight. These deer are gonna use this for food, and the cover is just way better in this food plot and around this food plot. So I'm enhancing bedding area, I'm enhancing food, and I'm enhancing the growth of the food plot because now it has more sunlight. This originally was tucked back in the woods with trees all around, and now I have good sunlight filtering into this food plot, and now I can really get good sunlight, good water. We get all of it. Now we can actually have this thing to start growing, and it is starting to grow. Once I got that done, I went and got 400 pounds of lime, kind of spread it right here in the middle. Since this side of the food plot, we kind of did all with manure, and then that side we did all with lime. We've really boosted the pH, and it's really gotten a lot better. The way I did it, just because I knew how acidic this was, is I ended up getting a rake, and I would dump the bags of lime out into this food plot and just spread it as best I could, just trying to get it spread out to every corner of the food plot, every inch of the food plot, so that the whole thing is going to grow food and look really good come time for hunting season. And it's starting to really look good. I have a little bit of growth starting to poke through. The pH has definitely been boosted. We're actually getting growth and it looks really good. Another thing that I began to do was kind of look around and see how else I can attract the deer to my side of the food plot, and there's a couple different things I did, and that was digging a water hole and planting a scrape tree. Once I got everything perfectly done to where I was like, the pH is probably boosted, we're actually getting good sunlight into here now, I started to plant. I planted two different things. I planted a mix of stuff. It's got turnips and brassica and this really good mix, and then I planted Lucky Buck clover. So the majority of the food plot is Lucky Buck clover, but then the other part of the food plot is going to be that really good mix that I bought, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how that does. That's going to be right in front of my stand, and it's going to be a perfect kind of late season food source, as the clover is going to be my early season up until right before the rut. That's what I'm wanting them to eat on in that part of the season. And hopefully, if they read the script, we're going to have a lot of deer in here, and hopefully we're going to pull a shot off out of here. The food's starting to grow really well, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how it does in a couple weeks when we really get it to take off. Hopefully we can get some really good thick clover and get the brassicas and turnips to come in here. We got purple tip turnips, brassica, rye. We got some different clovers besides just the Lucky Buck in that mix. So it's a really good mix of things in this food plot that deer can eat on from right now all the way until January. So we're just giving them more of a reason to move through here all year round, and that's just going to help for this year and then years to come. So that is how I started out the poor man's food plot. That's kind of what I'm rocking with. I did all of this. I did no tilling. The only thing I did was put lime and manure on this thing. We did no tilling. We cut the grass with a mower and a brush hog, and that's all I've done. No chainsaw, nothing. This is strictly using labor, just armed force, and that sort of thing. And it's really starting to look good. I'm really excited to see what this thing turns into in a couple of months when season comes around and we can finally get up in a stand with the bow. So that concludes week 1 of the poor man's food plot. That concludes week 1 of the poor man's food plot, and we're gonna be doing this poor man's food plot up until season. There's gonna be a bunch of different things that I am doing to this food plot from right now all the way until the beginning of season. And I'm just gonna share with you how I do them and why I do them to make this food plot really good, so that when it all comes together in its season, I'm gonna get to send an arrow through one. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Once deer season comes around, we're hoping to get on a lot of deer. I really am trying to hit a goal of 750 subscribers by the end of the year. So please help me with that. Like the video, share it with people that you might think would like the video too. And above all else, if you don't want to do that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. See ya.